Buenos dias, my friends. My name is Ryan McNeil, and today I've put together an awesome list of places that you cannot afford to miss when you come stay here in Barcelona. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first place on our list is Las Ramblas. I know that's not a surprise to you, but this is the heart of the Gothic quarter. So this is where you're going to want to start. Lots of shops, lots of restaurants. They can be a little bit overpriced because it's a bit of a touristy spot, and you do have to be careful of something like pickpockets. Start here for sure, because there's so many streets on the side of Las Ramblas that lead you into the Gothic quarter, where you can see a lot of these really cool old sites like the cathedrals, the different restaurants that people are like raving about. There's a lot of good stuff, and this is definitely a place that you should start. So our first little detour on this journey today is a stop at a place called La Boqueria. It's an open market. There's so many different kinds of food, candy, snacks, steaks, coffee, everything you could want to eat here. Kind of like a grocery store, kind of like a restaurant, kind of like a food court. Now this place can be a bit overwhelming because there's so many people, so much food. Definitely worth making a stop here. This is La Boqueria, and it's absolutely massive. Let's get out of here and make our way to our second stop. One of the coolest things that I've done since I've been here is just walk around the Gothic quarter. It doesn't matter how many times I go down each street. I never get tired of seeing all of these awesome shops. It's so cool. So just off one of the side streets of Las Ramblas, you can find Plaza Real. Now this is a giant courtyard that primarily has restaurants, but there is a club or two if you're keen. You can find the Rey de Copa, which is like the King's Cup, and Jamboree, some little underground clubs. Very cool, but mostly you want to come here like early in the morning or late in the afternoon, have lunch, dinner, but coming here for breakfast has been the favorite thing of mine to do. Get a good coffee, some eggs, some bacon, potatoes, whatever. But yeah, this is a famous place here. It's called Plaza Real. Gotta come here next. Next place on our list is Cathedral Barcelona. This massive church is likely to be one of the first that you encounter as you walk through the Gothic quarter. Really cool, just landmark, and another good place to come and have a cup of coffee in the morning or something. It's just to chill here. There's usually live music or some sort of show going on, so don't want to miss it. Now there are two secrets I do want to show you before we leave Cathedral Barcelona. The first being this tower here and the archway. Well, the tower was actually built by the Romans, and it's one of the oldest structures still standing here in Barcelona. And the other little hidden gem from behind Cathedral Barcelona is this bridge. Now this is the famous bridge built by Juan Rubio in 1928. He wanted to make some changes to the Gothic quarter, but they wouldn't allow him. They only allowed him to do one thing, which was build this bridge, which caused him to be a little bit angry. And that's why if you look underneath the bridge, you can see there's a skull with a knife in it. And the rumor is that what you need to do is stand near the bridge, turn around backwards, and walk under it going backwards and make a wish, and it'll come true. So that concludes our awesome tour through the Gothic quarter, which is part one of this video. Now on to number 4 and get started with some of the other things to do in Barcelona. And as a side note, after you walk away from the bridge, it leads you right into Catalonia Square. This is where some government buildings are, and really nice vibe here. People usually walk around taking photos, but I'm not sure what goes on in there, but it's a nice place nonetheless. I cannot stress this enough. This walk through the Gothic quarter is going to be one of the most impressive things you've ever seen, especially if you haven't been to Europe. So here we are in our 4th spot, Plaza Catalunya. This place is a huge open area, lots of cool shopping to do here. This is where you find like your big stores, Zara, Mango. One of the cool places here is Corte Inglés. It is actually like an American mall, but if you just want to relax and stop spending money because you spent too much in the Gothic quarter, then just come here, have a seat on the bench, feed some birds, people watch, look at some of the statues and some of the pretty sunsets you can have here. Don't miss coming to Catalonia Square. Now, what kind of travel guide would this be if we came all the way to Barcelona and I didn't bring you to the beach? There's an area called Barceloneta, which has lots of restaurants and shops like usual, but it's also near the beach. There's clubs at one end, and there's an awesome gym for calisthenics athletes. Those guys are so strong. The beaches here are very nice, and in the summer they are fantastic. Here at the very end of the beach, you can find a very special location, a place that I have admittedly spent quite a lot of time, and that is where the clubs are. My favorite one being Carpe Diem, but you also have Opium, Shoko, Pacha, awesome clubs. Don't miss out if you're young and you want to look for fun. Man, it's so much fun in there. The next stop on our list is the Arc de Triomphe, and this incredible monument was built in 1888 by Josep Vilaseca, and it was for the entrance of the Barcelona World Fair. Really cool place, and just the entire scenery around here long walk, open spaces, big palm trees, and really old buildings, I guess, like always, but this whole place is extremely scenic. Don't miss out coming to the Arc de Triomphe. So we're here outside Park Güell. Unfortunately today the weather is really windy and so they closed all the parks. But while we're here, we might as well at least walk around some of the exterior stuff, and at least I could shoot some photos from the gate. It's a really lovely day. I don't know why they would close. But now on to our last place, our last destination. Save the best for last. Oh man, here we go. It's gonna be beautiful. And the last place on our list, as promised, is the amazing Sagrada Familia. This place is absolutely unbelievable. From the stained glass, the colored lights, the huge ceiling, the pillars, everything about the design of this building is absolutely insane. A few interesting facts about this place is that it's the tallest religious building in Europe. Antonio Gaudi, the guy who designed it, is actually buried here, and it's been in construction for over a century. It's still not done. There's towers and cranes above our head being built right now. So that's pretty cool. It's supposed to be finished really soon now. And if you come to Barcelona, you cannot leave without coming to the Sagrada Familia. Alright guys, that is all the time I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this ultimate guide to Barcelona, and I wish you the best luck on your trip. Check out trickstars.com, subscribe, and like the video if that's something you're into. See you guys in the next video. Peace.